Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you our Mandarin and Citron soap. This soap is one that uses a fragrance from Candle Science and a fun technique that we have had a couple different times in the past, and I wanted to try it in a really fun and colorful way. So stay tuned and watch us make this Mandarin and Citron soap. Alrighty, let's get this Mandarin and Citron soap started. So like I mentioned in the intro, this is a fragrance that we are trying from Candle Science, and I wanted to do a fun coconut oil free soap as part of our Citrus in July collection. But let me tell you, coming up with a citrus scented soap that does not have yellow or orange or green in it is surprisingly difficult. So when I was coming up with this soap, I was trying to think, what can I do to make it a little bit different but still have a citrusy color to it to match the fragrance. So I'm gonna go for a super pale, super kind of creamy light yellow color. The other thing I should have mentioned is that we don't have a ton of yellow or orange or red or green micas. That's just not something that we carry super often. We just stick to one color or a couple colors, and we just use those in varying kind of levels. But so this is a nice light pale yellow to complement the Mandarin, or I should say the Citron and Mandarin fragrance oil. This is from Candle Science, and it has notes of grapefruit, lemon, citron, mandarin. There's some peach and orange in there as well, and it is a really, really tasty fragrance that we have tried to blend into a couple different candles before, and we just have a couple citrusy candles that we like a ton, and so it just never made it to the lineup. So we've had this bottle sitting on our shelf for a little while, and we thought, why not break it out and use it for our Citrus in July collection. It behaved beautifully. The fragrance stuck around so nicely. It also didn't accelerate or rice or any of those things. Usually in our experience, I should say that citrus scents don't tend to accelerate soap super often. The one soap that we have had some sort of acceleration on is our Van Tucky Mule soap, and I'll put a card up in the corner for one of our old videos that we made that soap on. But we're making a new and improved version that'll be coming out towards the end of this month as well, because we wanted to bring it back. But you can see here that I am portioning off about half of the soap into our little mold here, our single loaf mold, and then I'm going in with some Savage Garden mica, which is a kind of bluey green foresty mica color, very like verdant. That word comes to mind for me. And I wanted to do a nice kind of chunky mica line here because of what I am going to do once I have that second half of the soap into our mold here. And while this fragrance oil isn't setting up, it's not delaying the soap setting up too much, because sometimes that happens as well where the soap batter just won't set up. So we're not needing to wait around a ton to be able to pour on a second layer of soap here, kind of like how I did in the fresh squeezed soap from Tuesday. I had to wait a little while for it to set up. That was not the case here, but I'm not by any means needing to hurry to do what I need to do. I will say that the design I am going to do here with that hanger swirl tool that's kind of peeking up off the bottom of the screen, you don't need to be super level with your layers or anything like that. And what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to kind of copy a design I did. I want to say it was in Creature Feature back in like October of last year, where you do a mica line and you just go up and down really quickly a lot to make it look like teeth or something like that. I wasn't wanting it to look like teeth specifically in this soap, but I was wanting to get that green mica kind of all throughout the soap, but not do a drop swirl or a layered soap or something like that. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I then will go in with my trusty soap fork, which is just a fork from Fred Meyer that I got to do texture on the top of soap. And then we're gonna go from side to side to do like a little mound on one side of the soap and get a nice forky kind of texture here. I wanted something to add a little bit of grip to the soap, because a lot of the soaps in our collection this month have kind of smoother tops, which is pretty rare for us. Normally we like to do a little bit of texture. So I wanted this one to be something a little bit different. I will then spritz this with some rubbing alcohol and tuck it away for 24 hours before it is time to slice up, and we can finally see what that design looks like. And now is the moment of truth. We can see if this design worked out. It looks ugly, what have you. I don't think it's gonna look ugly at this point, but sometimes things just happen in soaping and you just have to roll with it. Thankfully, this is one of the times where I didn't have to roll with it, and it turned out exactly how I was wanting. Spoiler alert. And that is it. That is exactly what I was wanting. That is our Mandarin and Citron soap, which along with all of our other citrus and July soaps will be for sale starting July 1st online and in person. So definitely snag yours if you are a sucker for a tart citrusy soap, because all of these will fit the bill. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our subscribers. They get soaps, candles, bath bombs each and every month from us. They also get extra RainBro bucks each and every month, and shout outs at the end of the videos. This is a list of all of the fine people who get goodies from us and support the channel and support us. We appreciate them so much. They make all of this possible. We also want to give a huge shout out to you all. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down below what you think of the final design for this soap. Also subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon so you get notified when we come out with new videos. Thanks. Bye.